Hey Coach, it's Matt Walrath from the VIP Nutrition Coach Show. Today's episode is from a live 2021 business planning and lead generation workshop Kate and I held for VIP members in our online nutrition coach community. In this episode, we teach you how to enter the top 3% of coaches, because 97% of coaches don't have a strategy to reach their business goals and are essentially hoping that a miracle breakthrough is going to happen for them. And in this episode, we outline exactly how you can create a specific plan to reach your business and income goals in 2021, including strategies for how to generate more leads, book more sales calls, and price your offerings. If you'd also like to get your hands on a copy of the 2021 business planning worksheet, plus an invitation to our online nutrition coach community Facebook group where you can access our full library of trainings, head to beyondmacros.com/2021. That's the number 2021. All right, that's enough from me. Now for the episode. Today, we are going to be doing your 2021 business plan. And the reason that we're doing this is because 97% of people don't have their goals written down, and they also don't have a clear plan to reach their goals once they set them. Most people are dreamers. Like, a dream is when they've got this thing that they want to do, but it's in their head. They've never actually taken it out of their head and put it into the physical, the material world by writing it down, by declaring it, by putting it somewhere. And so today, Kate is going to run you through getting your goals down and being, instead of realistic, we talk to a lot of coaches who are like, oh, that seems what's realistic to me. We're going to get you to write down ideally what your goals are. And once we get those goals established, I'm going to be showing you how to actually create a plan to tangibly reach those goals. We're going to actually break it down to, like, how many clients do you need to be getting each month? How many sales calls is it going to take to get that many clients each month? How many conversations do you need to have? What does your content plan need to be? Do you need to run ads to get there? We're going to figure out what the actions that you need to take are to reach those goals. So if you are watching this live and you plan to go through this goal setting process with us, or if you're watching the replay, make sure that you're thinking about what ideally do you want? What do you want? Not what do you think you want? What do you want? So, Kate, I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah. Awesome.
So let's walk them through goal setting and getting those goals down.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, coaches? I am so happy to be here with you guys right now and doing something that's so important. Like Matt was saying in his post, if you sit down and actually write out your goals and figure out what's really important to you, you are better than like 97% of the population, because only 3% are actually getting serious about their goals and writing them down, taking the time to write them down. We love working with entrepreneurs because you guys are dreamers. You have these huge visions for your life, and we love that. And we love to take those visions and break them down and make them a reality. But you've got to actually take action on them, right? And so what we're going to talk to you about today is setting goals and actually how to measure them, how to create those mini wins, those mini goals, how to take action all the time. Like Matt said, you first need to start with, what do you want? And I want to take that even a step back for a minute and say, what do you want to be known for? What do you want your legacy to be? We talk to so many nutrition coaches and many people that are here in the online nutrition coach community who have said that you got into this field of work because you just wanted to help one person. You were so interested in this, you had a transformation yourself. And if you could just help one person, well, coach, there are 7.5 billion people in the world for you to help. There's a lot of people out there. And no, not every single one of them is your target client, but you have the skills and the passion and the heart and the drive and the vision to help so many more than just one person. So take a minute, and I hope that you have, a pen and paper to just go along with us today. Yep. And just think about this. What do you want to be known for? What do you want your legacy to be? Do you want to be, like someone who helps other moms get fit and healthy so that they can be here for their children? Is that what you want to be known for? Maybe you're somebody who wants to help overworked professionals finally take time for themselves and prioritize their health so that they're not just living to work. They're working because they want to live, and you can help them do that. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to be known for? Now, let's build your business around that. So when we look at your goals, it's so funny because we see people saying like, well, I want to make 6 figures. Awesome. Well, what? Like, what does that mean? Do you want to make 100,000, 200,000, 300, 500? What exactly does that mean to you? What are you going to do with that money when you have it? How are you going to turn that currency into legacy money? Are you going to invest it? Are you going to build wealth? Are you going to buy a boat and let everybody drive it? What do you want to do with that money? By the way, I live in Miami, so you can drive your boat down to me and I will hang out with you. But what is it? Like, what are your specific goals and what do they mean to you? So once you have that revenue goal, then we're going to walk you through. Matt has an amazing sheet laid out for you that he can walk you through exactly how to backtrack from that number. But that number's got to be something that you're attached to. Look at it and say, what do I really want for my life? What do I want to experience? And how do I want to feel when I'm experiencing these things? Do I want to have a house full of things that mean a lot to me that I can enjoy? Do I want to have a passport filled with stamps and memories and pictures? Do I want my children to go to receive a certain education, pay for their activities? Do I want to be able to help take care of my parents or my family members as they age? What do I want for my life? And what do I need to make? What do I need to net? What is my net income going to be in order to afford that life? That's the number that you need to set for yourself, because we can't tell you what that means. You have to set that number and forget realistic, like Matt said. Set the number that you want to make to have the life and the lifestyle of your dreams that you connect with, that you want to take time to visualize every single day, living that life and feel how it makes you feel. And then decide how you can cultivate that feeling every single day in what you do. How do you want to live? How many hours do you want to work? What are you willing to do to get there? Set that number. Decide who you want to be. Set the number that affords your dream lifestyle. And now we're going to tell you how to get there.
Mm-hmm. So can I get an amen? Because damn, Kate, that was straight truth. Yeah, and before I jump into the screen share and showing people the sheets, I just can't emphasize enough how important it is to actually think about who do you have to be in order to have that income number, to have those things. And all of the like manifestation and Think and Grow Rich and all of these different texts that we look at for how to build the life we want, how to actually acquire wealth, they tell you that you've got to bring emotion into it. And so you do have to really tune into, how do you want to feel when you have all of these things? How do you want to feel about your business? That feel thing is not to be overlooked. You can write down a bunch of bullet points. I'm going to be jumping into quantitative, how to actually take that number that's going to help you live that lifestyle and feel that way, and translate it into what does your business need to look like to make it happen. But when it comes down to it, the root of this is you've got to feel into it. Mm-hmm. You know, that energy of feeling into it is what's going to really take it from this idea that you have this dream and bring it into the physical plane. So just wanted to get that out of the way because you slayed that, Kate. Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up some sheets. I went through a little bit of scenario planning here. So let's bring this up. Some of you might have seen this offer economics sheet. I added a little bit to it just to show you how to plan out 2021. So if you're interested in getting your hands on this updated sheet, just let me know in the comments, just say offer economics, and we'll shoot you over a link so that you can create your own sheet and go through your own planning. For those of you who have not seen this sheet before, essentially, this was part of the online nutrition coach certification. And we, in that certification, wanted you to figure out what you were going to price at. And so we have you write down your comfortable pricing. For most people, it tends to be about $200 per month because that's what they see other coaches charging. Mm-hmm. And then for a lot of people, they'll think, oh, uncomfortable. Well, maybe 500, 1,000 per month. That feels a bit uncomfortable. You also write down your target annual income. So we'll just be working off of, people who want to have about $100,000 per year of annual income. And the other thing that we're inputting is how long a customer or a client is going to stay with you in months. And so for this scenario, let's just pretend that your comfortable pricing is $200 per month and your initial offer to your client is 3 months. And the thing is, whatever your initial offer is, that tends to be where most people fall off. Mm-hmm. So then your client lifetime is 3 months. In this scenario, in order to hit $100,000 per year, you would need to have about 42 clients per month. So it's actually what I call a losing game. In order to attract and manage 42 clients every single month, especially with them dropping off every 3 months, you're running this marketing and sales hamster wheel while also hustling super hard, trying to figure out how to provide a good enough experience to those clients that they want to stick around longer than 3 months. And that's the nature of the VIP experience. That's why I like pricing at $3,000 for a 6-month program, because at that rate, you actually only need 17 clients per month. You would only need 33 clients per year total. You can achieve that very easily with the different lead generation and sales tactics that we teach you. Mm-hmm. So taking a look at these different scenarios, if you went with your comfortable pricing, if you decided that you wanted to charge $200 per month and your offer was going to be 3 months long, well, we want to take a look at, to break this down to the actions you would need to take, how many sales calls you would need to take per day. Mm-hmm. Now, if you had a 50% close rate, which is a very good close rate, especially once you start branching out towards cold audiences, then you would need to have about 1 sales call every single day in order to hit your $100,000 per year goal. So then from there, we would start thinking about, how do we create 1 sales call per day? And what we've seen with a lot of our coaches who are in the Build Workshop and in the Grow Intensive, they are finding that if they are having a conversation with someone, let's say in Messenger or Instagram DMs, and they offer a sales call, about 75% of those people go to a sales call based off of the way that we've trained them to have those conversations. So for every 4 people they offer a sales call to, 3 will say yes, because of the way we've trained them to go through those conversations. So that means in order to get 1 call every single day, you need to be offering about 2 calls every single day. So if you have a really good close rate, you essentially need to create enough conversations with the right prospects, not just random people, and you need to offer 2 calls every single day to end up hitting this. But if you're just starting out and your sales skills aren't so great, it's not uncommon for people, especially when they first start out without any sales training, when they start branching out to cold markets, to only close 1 out of every 10 calls. It's not uncommon. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, you need to be taking about 4 to 5 calls every single day. And if you're not closing at that rate, you're probably not that good yet in terms of having those conversations and offering those sales calls. So you might be looking at maybe 1 in every 4 people ends up getting onto a sales call when you offer it. And so that means that you're going to have to be offering an insane amount of calls, like 16 to 20 calls per day. And most of the people you're going to be talking to aren't going to be ready for a call with you, aren't going to be ready to work with you. And so that's why you can see that undercharging is a losing game. And if you do not currently have the skills to turn your content into conversations, your conversations into sales calls, to convert your sales calls into clients, and then ultimately, once you have your clients, to provide them that VIP experience so they stick around longer than 3 months, so that ultimately they stick around for 12 months plus, like we teach our clients in the Build Workshop, without those things in place, you're going to get burnt out on your business really quickly. And so I created this little calendar of 2021 down here and made a few assumptions just to show you over the course of a year how much of a difference charging properly makes and how much of a difference having the right client acquisition strategies in place can make. So this is an example for somebody who, you're side hustling at the moment. You got about 5 clients at the end of 2020. And, you figured out a way to get about 1 new client per month. But for you, that's just not enough to pay the bills. So you're still side hustling. You still maybe got a full or a part-time job, but your goal is to go full-time as a nutrition coach. Well, if right now you've got 5 clients and you're picking up 1 new client per month, anybody that's listening to this and not watching, you can grab the sheet. I'll put a link up for anybody who ends up listening to this when it's a podcast. But if you want it and you're on Facebook, you can type in offer economics and I'll send it over. But you'll be able to see each month what your monthly recurring revenue looks like, and you can see the total. So if we went with a comfortable price of $200 per month, you end up picking up 1 client per month, and your customer lifetime on average is 3 months. Well, it's going to look for the first 3 months like, oh my gosh, my business is growing. I'm making $1,200 in the first month when I get a new client, and I've got 6 total. I'm making $1,400 the next month when I've got 7 clients because I added another. And then in month 3, I'm making $1,600 because I picked up another client. But then month 4 in April, all of a sudden you go from $1,600 in April to $600. Or sorry, from $1,600 in March to $600 in April. Because your client lifetime was 3 months and those original 5 dropped off. And then every month thereafter, the person that you picked up 3 months ago drops off. So if you're only getting 1 new client per month and you're only keeping them around for 3 months, your income ends up leveling out at $600 per month. You're not going full time with that. So ultimately, you've got to figure out a client acquisition strategy to be able to acquire a new client at a rate of more than 1 per month. That's the stuff that we teach with our automated trust machine, with social compounding, which is how we teach you how to get clients with social media without having to pay. And the real big lever that you can pull is if we look at the uncomfortable pricing, not only are you charging more, but your clients are sticking around longer. Look what ends up happening there. If you provide the VIP client experience and you get people who stick around for 6 months, especially if you can get them to stick around for 12, your business is completely different. Because with a comfortable pricing, you've made less than $10,000 in a year. With that uncomfortable pricing in 6 months, just starting out, you can get up to $55,000 in a year. Because what ends up happening is for the first 6 months, your income grows. It goes from $3,000 up to $5,000. And then you might have 3 people who end up dropping off the next month, and you go back down to $3,500 per month. But then again, your income grows for the next 6 months. And by December, you're making $6,500 per month. So ultimately, this should show you that the most important things that you can do in order to hit your total income goal in 2021 is, 1, you get this customer lifetime up. Like, look how much of a difference this makes. Even if you were only charging $200 per month, if you were getting people to stick around for 6 months, you go from $9,600 in the whole year if they're sticking around for 3 months to $22,000 in the whole year if they stick around for 6. So this shows you got to create a program where you can charge $500 per month or more. You've got to create a program where you can get your clients to be sticking around for 6 months or more. If you pull those main levers, your business can achieve what you wanted to achieve in 2021. And so then going back to how to work backwards, we take a look at how many sales calls per day do you need to generate. Again, from there, we figure out how many conversations do you need to have where you're offering a sales call. And then that's going to tell you, okay, I need to create that many conversations. What have I done in the past that's created conversations? How frequently can I do that without people getting tired of it and it not working anymore? That's going to start to move back from this quantitative approach to planning out your business back to the qualitative. You take a look and you say, okay, if I only need to have 4 conversations with people per day where I am offering a call, and I'm offering a call to, let's say, 1 out of every 5 people who I talk to, that means that I need to start 20 conversations with people on Instagram DM and Messenger. These don't have to be cold DMs where you're pitching people, but I just need to be having 20 conversations. I need to connect with 20 new people every day. If I can connect with 20 new people every day and have a conversation where I'm not pushy, where I'm actually like being a leader in the conversation, being an expert, the way that we teach it, then ultimately you'll hit your goal. And so then what can you do? We go back to the qualitative. What can you do to create 20 conversations, to create 20 new connections every single day? I was talking to Paul Bailey recently, Kate, and he actually posted this in the Build Workshop clients group. For him, just being a real human in Facebook groups where he actually is interested in the topic of the Facebook group.
Exactly.
Just by doing that. He gets something like 10 to 20 inbound friend requests every single day. Those people then see the content that he's got on his wall. And based off of the way that we teach him to start those conversations with the new clients, he is then very easily transitioning it towards a nutrition conversation and then very easily transitioning it towards a sales call. Paul Bailey, if anybody has seen, went from no calls on his calendar before he started working with us to 90 calls over the course of 90 days. Now, Paul's getting like 14 calls scheduled per week. He had to quit his job because his job was getting in the way of his business. That just happened. His last day was, I think, 2 days ago. So, it's honestly a pretty simple formula here. I've created some other scenarios. If you're just starting out, you're a new coach and you don't have any clients yet, I can send you this one. If you're looking to scale your business beyond 6 figures, I can send you over this one to do some scenario planning. But ultimately, it's same. If you're new, if you are side hustling, you probably need to figure out how to create those conversations, how to have those sales calls, how to generate that opportunity using social media and email and organic strategies. Now, anybody looking to scale, you'll see through that planning document just the sheer volume of leads and conversations you would need to have. If your goal is to be working less than 40 hours per week on your business to achieve the scale, well, then that means that we've got to start getting leverage. With scale, what we found is you've got to start utilizing ads via our automated trust machine, which helps build up trust with your prospects without you having to always commit one-to-one time to it. And then from there, getting them onto a sales conversation. You also need to start thinking about what your hiring plan is going to look like. So anybody who is looking to scale their business at this point, anybody who is already doing pretty well with their business, reach out to us, because the thing is, we can get you onto a scaling session. And in that scaling session, we'll be able to identify what your bottleneck currently is and how you can open it up to achieve scale without having to work extra hours within your business. Because that's a really important part of this. Like, I'm not in the business of helping people just build a hustle-based business. I'm not Gary Vee. I want people to be building a business that actually, like Kate said, supports your ideal lifestyle. Allows you to feel the way that you want to feel when you were setting your goals, that allows you to live the life that you want to live, to have the freedom that you want to have. And you absolutely can scale a coaching business, even if it's a one-on-one coaching business, and maintain that freedom. Kate and I have done it. We interviewed Michael and Adi from Working Against Gravity. They've done it. They live an awesome lifestyle. You can scale a one-on-one nutrition coaching business online and you don't have to be working a minute past 40 hours per week. In fact, you probably don't even have to work a minute past 30 hours per week. And the more impact and influence and income you generate, actually, the less you have to work. I work less than ever now because of scaling. So just wanted to throw that out there for you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? And the good news is that it can be fun and easy, and it should feel fun and easy for you. You might be like just pushing and I'm just pulling so hard right now in order to try and get something to work. You know, like Matt was saying earlier, our client Josh that we took that spun his wheels for 2 years trying to get a nutrition business off the ground because he was overcomplicating things. Things can be very easy, and you can grow your business by interacting in like 90 minutes a day, guys. 90 minutes a day if you do our basic 4, right? And like you're just doing those things in the right way, right? Like you're in groups like Matt was saying with Paul that he's genuinely interested in. So he goes in and acts like a human. He doesn't go into like another nutrition group and say, hey guys, what are your nutrition goals for the year? Have you thought about hiring a coach? Like, you're going to get like blocked right away. Don't do that, please. But you can make it fun and easy. Especially Facebook groups are amazing because you can find groups to connect with people that you wouldn't normally connect with on topics that you're genuinely interested in. You guys, 2020 showed us that we are totally in this digital world. And I've said this before, and I so believe it. We've now realized how important connection is. So 2021, I don't know when things are going to open up, but I do know that people are searching for connection. And if you can do that with them and you can just connect on a human level and bring them into your world and create content that drives those contextual conversations, your business will grow and you will feel fulfilled and successful and confident, and that this is fun and easy, and that you are developing something that is leaving a legacy that you love.
All right, coaches, that's it for today's episode. If you'd like to hear the rest of this training, plus get your copy of our 2021 business planning worksheet, head over to beyondmacros.com/2021. That's the number 2021. I'll send you that planning worksheet plus an invitation to the online nutrition coach community where you will get access to tons more free trainings and resources to help you scale your online coaching business. I hope to see you in the community so I can put a face to the name. I'll see you there.